Hello everyone, today we'll be making akara, which is a popular Nigerian
trendybeats.com.
snack referred to as bean cake in English language. Akara can be eaten with pap, custard, oats, bread, and so on. A lot of people like akara but find it difficult to prepare at home, so they usually resort to buying it from local food vendors. But today I just decided to show you the little trick which I used to make akara by myself. I call it making akara under 30 minutes. So this is just me mixing two types of beans together, and that's honey beans and wallonia and black eyed beans. So I mixed it because the honey beans has a natural taste which helps to sweeten the output. So this is me just trying to winnow the beans, clean the beans, and remove the peels of the beans. So I learned this hack from YouTube. So it helps to easily remove it at a faster speed. So that's why I'm trying to follow this hack. So if you just look at what I do, I just put the beans into the blender. So I'm just going to blend it for a while, just to allow the chaff to be removed from the beans. So you're not going to put it on full speed. You just be turning it a little by little. So if you watch my hand, you find that my hand is just switching the switch on and off, on and off, on and off for a while. You can do this for about 2 minutes or 3 minutes, depending on the quantity of beans. Also, the longer you do it, the faster it takes for the shaft to remove. Remember, I said that this is Akara under 30 minutes. So, like I said, if you follow the steps I'm taking in this video, you find out that you should be able to finish making akara under 30 minutes. And you can time yourself, and you find out that's true. So after allowing it to turn in the blender for a while, so I'm just going to start washing it. So this is me just trying to wash the beans. You find out some of the shaft has already been removed from the beans, which I said most times, at least while growing up, what I saw my parents do was use and soak it for a while and use hand to scrub against each other to remove the shaft. But I think that method is a little bit difficult and time consuming. So that's why I think this is an easier and better method. So I'm just trying to wash the beans now. Just look at, so I'll just wash the beans and try to get the shaft of the beans, the mini shaft. But the truth is that the blender would have done over 80% of the work, so you're just supposed to do the remaining ones yourself. So, but like I said, the longer you allow it to stay in the blender doing that trick, the easier and faster the shaft remove. So if it stays longer, you might not need to go through much stress trying to wash it again. But this is me just trying to wash the remaining shaft that might have been left in the bin. So just take a while to do that. So you can look at our bin is looking very clean and neat now. So you could just do some final touches just to remove every other shaft. So the next thing to do would be to just pour the water off, then try and get the water off and prepare to blend. So just put the final finishing touch. So now after washing, the next thing to do is to blend. But before you blend, for people like me, I like to put the pepper just to ensure the pepper is evenly mixed with the beans. So I'm just going to try and put some scotch bonnet and red pepper. So I don't know, depending on you, I'm a Yoruba guy, so I like pepper a lot, and at times I really get irritated by things, so I try to pepper is like a cushion to keep me from getting irritated. So you can put, that's me putting crayfish. Just going to also put some salt. You can put whatever ingredient you like, or you want it to you want to seal your akara. So I'm gonna put salt, then I'm gonna put some cubes also. That's no some bouillon cubes. That's no chicken flavor. So you notice that I didn't put onions. I don't really like onions like mixed with certain things. So I'm just going to avoid it because it's going to irritate me. So I'm just going to avoid onions. So just I think for me pepper, Maggi and crayfish is enough for me. So that's it. I'm not going to season it again after this. So I'm just going to grind it now. Grind it for some few minutes. So that's what I'm just going to do. So after blending, you can leave to blend for a while. So after blending, you can see the output. You can look at how smooth it is. So I usually blend till I see that the bean paste is very smooth. Because if it's not smooth, it's going to reflect in your akara, your final output. So it's going to blend till it's very smooth. You can see it very smooth. And one thing about this is you can easily just turn this to moi moi. So if you have a leaf or nylon, you can just make it, turn it to moi moi. So the next thing to do is to now fry. So I'm just going to heat the oil for a bit on low heat. Well, I say medium to high heat because it's akara. So you can just leave this for about 4 to 5 minutes. And once you find that it is now time to begin to pour the paste with a spoon, you begin to just scoop it a little bit into the pot. So that's what I'm just going to be doing now. You just have to scoop them into the pot little by little, then allow it to fry for some few minutes or less than a minute. Okay, so now you can see the akara is really taking shape and form, so just turn it a little bit, just to make sure that both ends of the opposite sides of the akara is well heated. So just leave it for a while to also just cook, so you can see the final result. So you can see, if you check, like I said, the smoothness of the bean paste will determine the output. So if you look very closely, you can find out that our bean cake doesn't have rough edges. Around the surface, not the side. So I think it's inevitable to have all those small pinches because when you're pouring the paste, so some chunks will drip. So those are what are forming the little piece. So you can just repeat this again. So you can see that a second batch is already done. If you have a bigger pot, you can use at least you should be able to do it at once, but for the sake of the small pot I'm using, so you can see that I have to do it multiple times. So this is me just gathering the second batch out of the pan. You can see how well shaped and formed it is. So like I said, this is like around 30 minutes. So if you look at the time I used and spent on all the processes, you find out that I was able to achieve this under 30 minutes. So try it and let me know what you think about it. Goodbye.